Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about her being a fake baller. You're probably wondering, you see these girls, they always go out every day, they always on social media, they everywhere but at work, right? They doing everything but working. You see a car, they'll never have ours. They got a nice apartment in the middle of downtown, some high rise, and you wonder, like, man, how is she doing this? Now, several ways for her to earn the money, right? Obviously, she doesn't have a job, right? Because who goes out every day? Who's out 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning every day? You don't have a job. You don't have a job. So you already know she don't have a job. AMA, she running the streets. She giving it up for a fee. OnlyFans probably just going crazy. I hear you. That's a possibility. But the average female, I told you that before, like these YouTubers, it's a fraction of YouTubers who's doing great, right? Who's just killing the game. 95% of the rest of YouTubers are they just either getting by or they ain't making no money, right? So that's what it is. Same thing with OnlyFans. Of course, anybody can get on there, set up an account, but only a fraction of females are just killing the game. Understand this, only a fraction, bro. Only a fraction just killing the game. So, with that being said, AMA, answer the question. How is she living this lifestyle? She's on Section 8. Section 8? Yes, Section 8. They're still around. They've been around for I don't know how long. It's gonna be around after we pass. That's a guarantee. She's on Section 8. Man, she over here in this high-rise apartment. It's $2,500 a month. Yada yada yada. Driving this car. True. I'm gonna let you guys on the secret. Now, the ones who does real estate or property managers, y'all already know this. But for the ones who's not in that world, who doesn't understand, a lot of these places, these new developments, they have this contractual agreement with the city stating like, hey, we'll let you build here, but before you do that, you have to agree to this contract stating that you're going to let an X amount of Section 8 tenants on the property. So it depends on where you at. I'm gonna say this right now, it's not going to be like a large amount of Section 8 people in these nights. At the end of the day, they know what's up. They don't want them kind of people on their property. But in order to keep the city happy, in order for them to get these these little perks, they'll play ball. Now, I heard stories of some being like six doors. I heard some being like 3 doors. It just comes down to however they set it up. But best believe, whatever the minimum is for the Section 8, they're gonna do the minimum. So normally what I hear is normally under 10. It's like 10 or maybe 12, maybe, but normally it's a single digit number. Whatever the minimum amount is, they're gonna do the minimum. That's a fact. So you're gonna have these Section 8 chicks in these nice apartments, driving these nice cars, and you wondering around what the hell going on. So obviously they got the simps that's gonna, help them with the car note or whatever like that. That always happens. A lot of them out here still, out here running the streets. A lot of them out here dancing. They doing all kind of scummy work, right, to get the little money they do have. So with that being said, they rent is literally like, I don't know, man, like $100, $60, $200 a month. And of course, the government pays for majority. One guy said that they pay 90% of it, I believe, something like that. So their rent is almost damn near free. But the sad part about it is a lot of them don't even pay their rent. As crazy as they sound, right? You living in a $2,500, $1,800 a month, nice apartment, and you're not even paying your $60 your rent fee, every month. This is why you see these females always out somewhere. Obviously, they prostitutes. I gotta put that out there. They're prostitutes because you understand, trips are not free. Even though you do have guys that's paying for these trips, understand this. That's not their boyfriend, it's not their husbands. They are prostitutes, bro. They're traveling prostitutes. You got these guys, they out here, hey, I'm in Miami, I'll fly you out, we'll hang out. You already know that code word for, I'm gonna smash. Here you go, give you a couple dollars, and they send them on their way. But of course, the females that do this, they always make it seem like they're just traveling. They're like, okay, it's not free. So how are you able to collect the funds in order for you to travel? And on top of that, you're always traveling. Every other week, you're somewhere else, completely. Like, you're not even in the same city. You're like in different states. every single time. And then you go to different countries. You're always going somewhere completely random that doesn't make any sense. So that's how she's collecting the money. She's getting it from the, because she's prostitute. She's getting it from that. And on top of that, she got the Simpsons giving her money. Now, of course, they make it sound good, but you got to understand, these females, they have terrible, financial, they don't have great spending habits. Obviously, you guys know they don't understand money. All they want to do is just spend it. They don't even know how to make it. They just want to spend it, bro. They want guys to give them unlimited amounts of money while they just constantly just blow the money. They don't even invest it at all. They just constantly blow it. So I tell you guys all the time, when you see them after they hit the wall, 25, don't feel sorry for them, because guarantee you they had unlimited options when they was in their prime. Of course, their prime is 21, and after that it starts to decrease. I already told you, 25. That's when the wall is there, whether they want to realize it or not. So when you see them after the wall, they over here crying, somebody had a heart like this and that, they did it to themselves. But that's why you see them in these nice apartments. And not all of them gonna have cars, right? Because they understand certain guys, they'll do some stuff for a loan. They keep, of course, giving the guy unlimited blowjobs, coming over there, letting them bend over. They'll play the game. Okay, I'll pay a rent, I'll pay a car note, I'll do that. But at some point in time, the guy will get tired of it. Believe it or not, because at the end of the day, that costs a lot of money, right? They don't go around, give me a 2005 Honda Accord. No. They always want something they cannot afford. Well, they can't even afford that. But they always want something they can't afford, right? Because remember, they want to oppress strangers. That's all their mind is all jaded. All they want to do is impress strangers, right? Oh, I got haters. Man, you don't have any haters. Shut up, you don't have any haters. So they're going to get the latest vehicle they possibly can, that the SIP will allow her to get, and then they'll make payments on it. And be honest, they normally put it in their name because they already know what's going to go. Understand this. It's not their first time, not going to be their last. So the Sims, they'll go out there, get the car, put it in their name, and she think it's hers. It's not. They're going to put it in because they already know. They're going to ride that roller coaster until it get old, and they're going to go ahead and start pulling all their resources from them. So they're going to make it seem like it's a car. She's going to make it seem like it's a car, but the whole time, the guy got all the, the car, all the information, everything in his name. So whenever he get tired of it, he going to go ahead and pull out his resources and go to the next hole. That's all it is to it. So when you see them females in these nice apartments, you're like, damn, how she saying that? She's either selling it or she on Section 8. I'm gonna be honest with you, both. And on top of that, they not even paying. I watched some of these stories yesterday about how these damn people, these females on Section 8 are getting evicted. I'm like, bro, your rent is $20. Your rent is $20. But yet they still going on trips, and so when the money they do get, and the ones that do actually have jobs, they just take all their money, they go blow it. They go on trips, they go on shopping sprees, they always going out somewhere. Because they have literally no damn responsibility. Of course, if your rent was $1,500, ain't nobody going out every day. Ain't nobody going on vacation every other week. My bad, every week. Because you see they stories like, damn, she 1 week she in Dubai. We already know what happened in Dubai. And the next thing you know, she over there in South Padre. She over there in New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I'm gonna say this too. If you meet these females, I tell you guys, stay offline, but whatever. Whenever you meet these females and you ask them, because you gotta ask some questions, bro. They got demands for you. You gotta ask some questions. You gotta vet these females. Do the whole facts. And you talk to her, you ask her what she do for a living. If it doesn't make sense, go ahead and leave her alone. She prostituting, bro. If it doesn't make sense, she prostitute. I watched, what is it, the pop the loan? Now everybody got their own version of it, right? But they had this one chick, and she's a prostitute. But of course, they're not gonna say that, right? So she on there, and the guy came to her, and she gave him compliments, and then, he started asking the questions. You know how they go. Oh, okay, what you do for a living? Oh, I'm a crypto investor. I literally threw my phone out the window. A crypto investor. Now, no disrespect to these people who do all this stuff. Me, I don't believe in, because at the end of the day, I know it's bullshit. But whatever make you happy, right? Whatever make you happy. That's your money. That's you. Do you. But when she said crypto investor, she hesitated because it's amazing how these females, they never come up with a good story. It's just straight bullshit, because they never expect the guy to question them. So whenever a guy question them, they always freeze up. It's a deer caught in headlights. Like you never, it's crazy, right? Like, for you to be a good liar, you have to have a good storyline, right? You just can't be this, you gotta have a good storyline, you gotta be believable. So of course the chick, saying this right now, she has a vocabulary of a third grader, and she's a grown ass woman. crypto investment. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, I'm done. So when they say something, it's always random, and what they do, because like this, how you know they prostitutes. They got an OnlyFans somewhere in the closet. They always gonna say something that's related to internet. It's always gonna be, oh, I'm a internet promoter, or it's always gonna be something related to the internet. It's never nothing like, oh, okay, I'm a regional manager at a truck stop, or I run a couple stores on the East Coast for Chick-fil-A. It's never nothing physical to where they gotta be there. It's always something online. Oh, I do. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. But listen, I was watching like 10 videos, bro. Like not the whole video. Videos is drawn. I can't stand it. I give no female about the good 30 seconds, bro. I just my ears just literally just, I stopped listening, bro. I'm watching 10 of these little snippet videos. Tell me why all of the females, all of them was doing digital marketing. All of them, bro. I'm watching these videos. I'm like, damn, that's the 6th chick in the road that's doing digital. Not saying you can't do that, but of course, I'm looking at these females. I'm listening to how they speak, the words they use, everything. All of them are immature, bro. Like I say, they get older, they never grow up. So you have a grown ass woman, and inside of that woman is a little girl. Because they, whatever they've been going through, whatever, but they just got old, they never grew up. So you can tell, it's sad to say, we see these older chicks and they not mature, bro. So for me to see that, I know every other guy that got some sense can see that as well. It's like, okay, you have a mannerism of a kid. So what make you think that you're qualified? How are you gonna get me to believe that you're qualified to manage hundreds of people, or for you to run a business when you can barely complete a sentence? Barely. So that makes no sense. But again, it's always something related to the internet. Peep game, free game, giving it to you guys for the free. Whenever you meet these females, like I say, you always got the whole facts, bro. Always run the whole facts. Ask them, oh, hey, okay, whatever you got to say, and then sneak it in there. Okay, well, what you do for a living? Oh, they gonna always freeze up. They short circuit. And then they gonna come up with some weak ass shit. Oh, I do digital marketing. Oh, I invest in crypto. Okay, so what happened to the call centers? Back in the day, all the females, now I can say all of them, 3 or 4s, but, back then, typical, average female, they all worked at call centers. What happened? Well, now, never mind, because, the AI took over all that. But, like, they ain't doing no regular jobs. Like, you can't be a manager at an apartment complex, or, you're not a secretary at some kind of something where you physically gotta be. It's never something. They never have a job where they actually have to beat up. It's always on the internet, because guess what? They know, okay, if I tell them what obviously she work at Chick-fil-A or whatever, they know the guy gonna find out at some point in time. He's gonna pull up on her, or he gonna pick her up. That's a given. So they gonna be like, okay, well, to avoid that, I'll just say I got a job, I work on the internet, some kind of job on the internet. That way, they ain't gotta worry about the dude finding out where they work. Obviously, you can find out where they work by getting some information, right? But they won't have to worry about you calling them, like, hey, let me go pick you up from work, or hey, let's go on lunch right quick. Because guess what? They're not gonna be there. They're not gonna be working at Lowe's. So it's never nothing where they actually it's never a job where they gotta be there in person. It's always something on the internet. But yeah, digital marketing, crypto, it's always gonna be something like that, bro. It's never gonna, or was it graphic designs? She don't know what the hell that shit is. It's graphic design. But actually, if she say anything like that, walk away, bro. Walk away. I'm telling you right now, do not pass go. Just turn around and leave. Don't even buy the drinks. Just walk his ass, go to the restroom, and just never come back, bro. Cause that's a dead sign right there. That's how you know if whatever she got going on. But of course, you go to a party. This is the same female too, man. They be saying, oh, I need the 666 dude. The same female, but they can't even pay a damn $20 rent. They can't even pay $20 of rent when the government's paying 90% of, and they saying some fancy high-rise apartment downtown. The damn government paying $2,400, and she can't even come up with the other $100. Still sleeping on the floor. No furniture. Keep that in mind. No furniture. That's why they always out, because they have nothing to go home to but a cold floor. The lights off because you can't afford the bills. The fridge is always empty, ain't nothing in there but a box of baking soda and maybe some old ass wine bottle from 5 months ago that's still in there. Yeah, and of course you already know they're gonna have some dirty ass dog running around there, probably have a kid or two, and the place gonna stink. You're gonna have fucking wigs and eyelashes all over the floor and stuff. Yeah, bro, yeah, exactly. That's why that's the first sign to know you know she down bad, when she always out, bro. I used to see that all the time. When the online first really kicked out, obviously, if you old enough, you know about AOL and you know the chat sites, but after that, right, like when they actually got profiles, pictures like that, I always seen their profiles, like their pictures, they always out somebody, damn, bitch, you ain't at the library or something, you ain't at the park. Say always at the club, like always at a club, bro, always at the bar. You know what I mean? Always in the streets somewhere, some dirty ass streets, like it's the light all dark. He's like, why you out at 3? Why you taking pictures at 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, what the hell are you doing? Everything else is no good. They out there home. You know what I mean? They don't want to go home because they have nothing to go home to. Now a lot of them will get, they get hooked up on the Section 8 because they find out, okay, these nice apartments, they're allowing some Section 8 tenants in there. But back then, like a lot of them, they stay these rundown ass, a lot of them still do, they stay these rundown ass apartments and stuff like that, and they're ashamed to go back to it. That's why they do everything they can to stay out. That's why every time they meet a guy, oh, I want to go out to eat, oh, I want to go out to eat, it's never any other activities, it's never any activities, let me be correct. It's always to somewhere out to eat. That's always, every single time. You try to offer, like, hey, you want to go play bingo? You can go to the go-kart track? Play putt-putt golf. They never want to do that. They get angry, they get upset because they hungry, they starving, they down bad. They want food, they don't care about nothing else, bro. That's how you know she down bad, because she always out somewhere. And then they always wear these cheap ass clothes, not really clothes, a goddamn skirt. Y'all see it too. It's always a skirt and some ragged ass heels and a janky ass wig. It's always, they say same outfit every single time they go out somewhere because they can't afford any real clothes. They can't afford any real clothes. Ask yourself this: what normal woman goes out and literally nothing every single day and look like a straight prostitute, bro? That's why prostitutes dress the way they do, because they try to they selling themselves, right? They're not gonna go out there in a damn tuxedo and hit the boulevard. No, they gonna wear the most revealing clothes ever, like possible. A lot of them go out there as well, bikini and the top and the bottom and some heels. That's it. So that tells you everything right there. So like, why are you coming out here looking like you you run the streets? That's because they are. But on top of that, they probably want to buy some regular clothes, but they can't afford it. And it's so easy. If you're in that situation, all they gotta do is get a regular ass job, bro, because your rent is damn near free. All you gotta do is chip in $50 a month and you living good. But they don't want to work. They don't want to work. It's like, bro, you literally get any job. There's no pressure on you. Your rent is only $50 a month. Just get a regular ass job, you're gonna be killing the game. You're on Section 8, your rent $30 a month. You have a fridge full of food. You may or may not have a car, but you'll be able to get one because your rent is damn near invisible. But they still mess that up. They have terrible money management skills. They don't want to, if they knew better, they do better. But sad reality, a lot of them don't. They get caught up on that damn train of they want to hang out all the time, party, do drugs, sleep around, have all these kids. They just create more chaos for themselves. Because keep this in mind, I'm pretty sure you can get on Section 8 as far as the female and not have any kids. I'm pretty sure you can still get on Section 8. If somebody watches the video, I don't know, educators all, but I'm pretty sure as a female, you still can get on Section 8 without any kids. I don't know, but if you can, there you go. You win even more. The fact that you can get ahead in life, and obviously, it's not supposed to be forever, it's supposed to be temporary, right? But you already know, it's a tradition. It's a female family tradition. Their great-grandma, their great-grandma, their great-great-grandma, their mama, them, and their daughter's gonna be on the list. This is what it is. They refuse to break from that chain. So just be aware, guys. You see a female, she supposedly, keep in mind, they never show inside their apartments. They never show none of that. So even though she may stay in a nice apartment, it's nothing in it, bro. It's nothing in it. It's just nothing, bro. It's a couple slices of bread in the refrigerator, and that's it. And an old ass Hennessy bottle that's been there for 8 months. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is, bro. So it's crazy to see that. And these are the same. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end the video, guys. I'm gonna end it right here. Anytime she come to you and she has a list of demands, go ahead and just dub it, bro. Leave her alone. She down bad. Ain't no broke person. Ain't no person that a person that actually is doing good in life or great is gonna come to another stranger and have a long list of demands. Oh, you gotta make a lot of money. Oh, you gotta drive the latest car. Oh, you gotta have the biggest house in the neighborhood. Ain't no person that's doing good in life is even talking like that. So if she come to you with that, then leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Walk away. That's all I'm telling you guys, man. So anyway, if you got any stories, any concerns, any suggestions, leave them down below. Recommendations are always highly welcome. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and no matter what, always protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.